Welcome to the final boss of the luxury trap, where a piece of fruit, yes, fruit, costs more than a brand new luxury car. It is peak insanity. We are tearing down why you are paying a literal fortune for a melon in Japan. Hint, it is not just because it is sweet today. Forget everything you know about farming. This is agricultural snobbery at its absolute finest. Get ready. Number one, the Yubari King, the king of traps. A melon so perfect, it needs its own security detail and a velvet pillow. It all starts in Hokkaido, the northern island. Cold, snowy, and entirely the wrong place to grow a melon. Of course, they grow these things in the dead of winter, fighting nature with massive, heated greenhouses. Why? Because they can. Do you like oil? Because they burn millions of gallons of it just to keep these melons warm. The environmental cost is heavy. The temperature cannot fluctuate, not even a degree. If it does, boom, thousands of dollars are wasted in a second. They do not trust bees. Bees are too random. Humans pollinate every single flower by hand with a tiny brush. Imagine that job. It is a tedious, sterile, and very expensive process. Paying humans to do a bee's job just for the control today. Then comes the one branch, one fruit rule. Nurturing a single melon like it is the heir to a corolevstvo, royal kingdom. They sacrifice 90% of the crop just so one melon gets all the nutrients. What a ruthless strategy. You are not just buying a melon, you are buying the survival of the chosen one. It is a lottery of life for these plants. They wear white gloves to massage the melon rind. Seriously, a melon massage, just to stimulate the sugar flow and perfect the netting. They place mats under the melon so it grows as a perfect sphere. Heaven forbid your $20,000 melon has a flat spot today. They even protect it from the sun with a small hat. They treat this fruit better than they treat their own children, probably. The netting, the white pattern on the rind, must be even. It is graded on aesthetics. It's a melon, not a diamond, guys. Every blemish is a failure. Every curve must be perfect. We are valuing the printed ink on a box over the experience today. The first harvest? Sold at auction. In 2019, a pair sold for $45,000. What are you even buying? A pair sold for Weimar's $3 million in 2016. The auction winner in 2019 bid $26,500 just to support the farmers and industry. You are not buying flavor. You are buying a headline and a whole lot of bragging rights at the country club. It is about gift culture. In Japan, fruit is a luxury offering, a symbol of deep respect and social obligation. Crazy, but true. You give these elegantly boxed melons to weddings, corporate events, or celebrations to express gratitude. Are these 45K melons different from the $200 ones?
What's the difference?
Regular ones are around $35–50, but top grade can sell for $300. In fact, it is a hybrid created in 1961 from two other cantaloupe varieties. It is not magical, it is just a science experiment. You have to eat it at precisely the greenish-yellow stage for paralleling flavor today. What a joke. They describe it as slower luxury. It is less fruit, more edible sculpture. You pay $27,000 for one piece of status. The real value is the marketing. They have convinced us that flavor is found in a perfect, sterile sphere of printed plastic memory. Critics say it is wasteful. It is not about taste. It is about presentation and turn of elite. How pathetic. While we chase these melons, another simple fruit is being manipulated into a sterile square just for the aesthetic. Sleep well. If you thought the melon was crazy, wait until you see the square watermelon, a fruit that literally hates its own shape. They force these poor things into metal and glass cages while they grow. Why? Just so they can fit in your fridge easier? Here is the kicker. You can't even eat them. They are harvested before they are ripe just to keep that perfect cube shape. You are paying $200 for a biological paperweight. It's an ornament, a very expensive, rotting ornament. After a few weeks, it starts to rot on your shelf. $200 literally turning into mush and a bad smell today. It didn't stop at squares. We have hearts, pyramids, and even human faces. It's not farming anymore. It's a circus. It's all about the wow factor, a desperate attempt to show off wealth through manipulated nature. How pathetic is that? We are leaving the dirt behind. Welcome to the fruit boutiques, where apples are treated like rare diamonds from a heist. Senbikiya, the oldest fruit parlor in Japan. Walking in there feels like walking into a high-end watch store. Seriously. One apple, just one, wrapped in silk and sitting on its own throne. $21. Does it give you superpowers? No. The staff wear white gloves. They handle the fruit like it's unexploded dynamite. One bruise and the price drops to zero. Let's talk about the ruby Roman grapes. Grapes the size of ping pong balls. Each single grape can cost over $400. Imagine eating a single grape that costs as much as a new iPad. One bite. Boom. $400 gone. Each bunch must weigh at least 700 grams. Each grape must be over 20 grams. Nature is being audited by accountants. Then there's the Begenheim strawberry, the beautiful princess, large enough to fill your entire stick hand. They only produce 500 of these a year. They are pampered, sang to, and probably have better healthcare than me. $500 for one strawberry. It takes 45 days to grow. 45 days of pure agricultural snobbery. The Sakaiichi apple. Translated, it means world's number one. They wash them in honey and hand pollinate with tiny wands. They literally wash the apples in honey to ensure perfection. It's a fruit, not a spa client, guys. Focus. Why do they do it? Respect. Gifting a $100 melon to a sick boss is the ultimate move in Japanese corporate culture. It's social currency. You aren't buying calories, you are buying a feeling of obligation and deep, expensive gratitude. The cost of this perfection is massive waste. Anything less than a grade A is tossed aside. Nature isn't allowed to be imperfect. We have been trained to hate ordinary fruit. We want the glowing, sterile versions that cost a month's rent today. The Densuke watermelon, only grown in northern Hokkaido. No stripes, just a solid, dark, and very mysterious green skin. A single black watermelon sold for $6,000. $6,000 for something that is 90% water. You are literally paying for the world's most expensive water. It's a liquid investment disguised as a summer snack. Social media fuels this fire. A photo of a $200 peach gets more likes than the actual taste of it ever could. We have branded nature itself, turning the soil and the sun into a luxury logo for the wealthy to wear. It is sick. True taste is messy. It's dirty. It doesn't come in a velvet-lined box with a certificate of authenticity today. But wait, we haven't even touched the egg of the sun. A mango so rare it has its own dedicated airline. Prepare yourself. Behold the Taiyo no Tamago, the egg of the sun. A mango so expensive, it makes your grocery store fruit look like literal trash today. Why the name? Because they are bright red and grown with an obsession for sunlight that borders on a religious cult. Seriously, they don't just pick them, they audit them. A machine checks every single fiber for weight, sugar, and color. No mercy here. If it's under 350 grams, rejected. It is just a regular mango then, a peasant fruit for the common people. It needs 15% sugar content. It's not a fruit anymore. It's a high-tech delivery system for liquid candy. Pure sugar. They don't pick them. They wait for them to fall. Each mango has its own personal net to catch it. We wouldn't want to bruise, would we? A pair of these recently sold for $4,000. $4,000 for 2 pieces of fruit. You could buy a used car instead. Miyazaki farmers have turned a tropical fruit into a luxury asset. It's a bubble made of skin and juice, and it's going to burst. Now let's go to Shizuoka, the home of the crown melon, the rival to the Yubari king. The battle of the heavyweights continues. What's the difference? Yubari is about history. Crown is about absolute, clinical, laboratory-level perfection. Take your pick. These greenhouses are better than most apartments. Computers control the humidity, the light, and the very air the melons breathe. The one tree, one fruit rule. They kill the weak so the strong can survive. It's basically agricultural survival of the fittest. They throw away thousands of perfectly good melons just to create one masterpiece. The waste is absolutely mind-blowing today. This lone survivor gets every drop of water and every bit of nutrition. It's the spoiled brat of the fruit world. Pure luxury. They measure water by the milliliter. Too much and the skin cracks. Too little and the flavor dies. It is a tightrope walk of greed. They give each melon a little hat to protect it from sunburn. A hat for a melon. I am not making this up. It is ridiculous. Then the massage. Farmers rub the netting to ensure it is perfectly even. It's a spa day for a fruit that will be eaten. The netting is everything. If the white lines aren't symmetrical, the price drops like a rock. Nobody cares about the taste yet. Look for the T-shaped stem. It's the signature of a crown melon, a symbol that tells everyone you have way too much money. There are 4 grades: Yuki, Shiro, Yaman, and the legendary Fuji. It's a social ladder for fruit. How deep does this go? The Fuji grade, only 1 in 1,000 melons makes it. It is the Olympian of agriculture, the absolute peak of the trap. A single Fuji grade melon can cost $2,000. For water and sugar, think about what you are actually paying for today. The box alone costs more than your dinner. Silk, wood, and gold ribbons. The packaging is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Who buys these? Businessmen, politicians, people who need to show respect through the most expensive means possible today. It's a gift trap. If someone gives you a $500 melon, you owe them. It's social debt disguised as a delicious snack. We have turned nature into currency. We are eating money, and the flavor is secondary to the status it brings to the table. The farmers are proud, but at what cost? Years of obsession over a single fruit that will be gone in 5 minutes of eating. Tradition is beautiful, but this is a factory of perfection. Nature is not allowed to be messy or real in this world anymore. When a fruit costs as much as a mortgage payment, the joy of eating it is replaced by the fear of wasting it. It is a trap. But wait, there is a ghost in the garden, a strawberry that lost its color and gained a massive price tag. Let's find it. Number 4, white strawberries. A fruit that looks like it saw a ghost and then charged you $10 for the privilege today. Hatsukoi no Kari, the scent of first love. Why is it white? Because they are too afraid to let it face the actual sun. Seriously. They breed the color out of them by restricting sunlight and manipulating genetics. They are literally torturing fruit into a cosmetic anomaly. $10 for one single berry. Does it grant you eternal life? No. It is just a white anomaly with a fancy, expensive name today. They claim it is sweeter. They claim it has a better texture. But let's be real. You are paying for the pixelated novelty, not the flavor today. If first love costs $10 a bite, I am perfectly happy staying single and eating standard, red, and cheap berries today. We are leaving the farm behind. Welcome to the fruit boutiques, where apples are treated like rare diamonds from a futuristic heist today. The staff wear white gloves. They handle the fruit like unexploded dynamite. One blemish and the price drops to 0 in a second. Sakaiichi apple, world's #1. They wash them in honey and hand-pollinate with tiny wands. Spa salon spa for fruit. They literally wash the apples in honey to ensure perfection. It's fruit, not a spa client, guys. Focus. This is insane. This obsession with perfection has a dark, very expensive secret. Waste. Millions of tons of perfectly good fruit are destroyed today. Grade A gets the velvet box. Grade B gets the trash. Why? Because the netting wasn't quite symmetrical enough for some billionaire. The farmers pour their souls into this. But the market demands robotic perfection. Nature isn't allowed to be nature anymore. Pathetic. One tiny bruise, and it is gone. Destroyed. The price of luxury is the systematic elimination of natural variety today. Remember Yubari, the first harvest is an auction. In 2019, a pear sold for Y5 million, that's $45,000 today. A pear sold for Y3 million in 2016. The 2019 auction winner bid $2,600 just to support the farmers and industry today. You aren't buying the flavor, you are buying a headline and bragging rights at the country club. Eating status, plain and simple. Gift culture. Fruit is a luxury offering in Japan, a symbol of deep respect. A corporate apology disguised as a melon today. If someone gives you a $500 melon, you owe them. It's social debt wrapped in printed silk ribbons today. Is the 45 KD melon really better than the $200 one? Normal ones are $35.50 nears, but top grade can sell for $300. It's a pricing lottery. In fact, it is a hybrid created in 1961. It's not magical, it is just a science experiment that we overpay for today. Focus, guys. You must eat Yubari melons at precisely the right greenish-yellow stage. What a joke. Flavor on a precise timer today. Social media is the fuel. A photo of a luxury fruit gets more likes than the actual flavor ever could. It's status you can post. We have branded nature itself. Soil and sun are now luxury logos for the elite. It is absolute agricultural madness today. The real value is the messy, imperfect flavor of standard fruit. True joy isn't found in a sterile, expensive, and printed memo today. We trade our memories for returns, forgetting that the true value is the experience, not the printed, perfect appearance. We are eating money, packaging our childhood memories into a speculative asset class. Flavor is an afterthought to the value today. The pixels are the same, but the price is a boardroom nightmare, leaving every real fan behind in the dust today. Pathetic. A pair sold for worth $3 million in 2016. The 2019 auction winner bid $26,500 to support the farmers. Hype train has no brakes today. The luxury fruit trap is complete. They have colonized even our purest childhood joys for massive and greedy profit. Sleep well. We need to talk about the weight of these gifts. When someone hands you a $500 melon, they aren't being nice. It is an unwritten contract, a social debt disguised as a sweet treat. Now you owe them something just as expensive today. In the corporate world, fruit is a weapon of respect. You buy your way into a meeting with a perfect, expensive sphere today. People are literally eating their rent. 1 month of shelter or 1 week of luxury fruit. What a choice to make. We treat these apples like luxury watches, but a Rolex lasts forever. This apple, it will be gone by Tuesday. Think about that. Why are we so afraid of a small blemish? A bruise doesn't change the vitamins. It just ruins the photo for your followers. We have developed a pixelated appetite. We feed our social media accounts before we even feed our own hungry bodies today. These wealthy investors ignore the actual labor of the soil. They only care about the profit margins and the perfect skin. It is protected water, 90% liquid, 10% status, wrapped in the most expensive marketing on the planet today. This is the ultimate money pit, a speculative asset class that you have to eat before it rots on your desk. It is a joke. Nature is a prisoner of our greed. We force it into squares and hearts just to satisfy a bored, wealthy elite today. Trading your savings for a beautiful princess strawberry. It is bad math. It is agricultural insanity, and we are all invited. The hype is real, and it is expensive. The pixels are the same, but the price is a boardroom nightmare for every real fan today. Remember when fruit was just fruit? A ghost of a simpler time, stolen by companies for a massive greedy profit today? We have reached the final bite of the trap, where a piece of fruit buys you a status that nobody actually respects today. This is peak insanity, a world where the soil is a luxury brand and the sun is a manufacturing tool for the rich. Look at the child eating a cheap banana. That is true happiness. No grading, no silk boxes, just pure, simple joy today. Now look at the man in the suit. He is stressed. He is worried about the sugar content. That is not eating, that is work. $45,000 for a pair of melons. That is a lot of sandwiches, man. A lot of real life flying away. Some people are too afraid to even eat it. They watch it rot because they value the price tag more than the fruit itself. We have security guards for grapes now. Imagine telling your parents that is your actual job today. It is absolute madness. Who actually cares? Love the ugly fruit, the twisted apples and the small sweet berries that nature actually intended. Somewhere a mother is giving her child an apple from the garden. That is the real wealth, and it doesn't cost a mortgage. We traded the social fun of sharing for the lonely, expensive obsession with status. It is a tragic trade-off today. The crown melon is the king of the luxury trap, proof that money can colonize even the most basic human needs today. It is time to break the trap. Stop buying the hype. Start tasting the reality of the soil again. Freedom is delicious. Do not let them steal your soul. Real life is found in the moments we enjoy, for absolutely nothing at all today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep your mind sharp and your fruit cheap. Do not fall for the luxury trap today. We will keep revealing the truth. Stay curious. And please, go eat something just for the messy fun of it again. Sleep well. Remember, the best things in life are not things. They are the stories we share together, starting today.